Welcome on in, guys. Three bold takes, and we are back with Bowl Mania this year. We do this every single year. Link is in the description to join. Winner will receive a free Champions Three Bold Takes t-shirt courtesy of the guys over here at Three Bold Takes. But before we get into it, we are sponsored by SeatGeek, so use our discount code 3BoldTakes at checkout to get $20 off your first purchase. We are looking to go to a couple of bowl games. We will definitely be using SeatGeeks. You guys should too. It'll show you what's a good deal, what's a bad deal, and should save you a little bit of money off the top.
Welcome on in, guys. We have the Kinder's Texas Bowl. We're going to take our Texas's very own Baylor against LSU, both 8-4, both unranked, on New Year's Eve at 2:30, guys, in the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. So nearly a home game for Baylor. Baylor is favored in this game. Wow, 3.5 points. Over under is 59.5. Freddie, talk to me, my friend.
Look, so this game has got the analytics all jacked up. If you pay attention to who's picking who in Capital One Bowl Mania, 85% of America is picking LSU to win. Baylor's favored by 3.5. ESPN's matchup predictor has LSU at 60%. Which way do you go here? Well, I'm going to tell you here. I'm actually going to ride LSU here. I'm going to follow America, and I think LSU is going to get it done. Baylor this year at 8-4, kind of a sneaky 8-4. Whenever you look at their schedule, they won their last 6 games to finish the season 8-4. So they started off 2-4, rattled off 6 wins against Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, TCU, West Virginia, Houston, and Kansas. Very impressive stuff there for Baylor. When you look at LSU, man, they were 1 or 2 plays away from having a completely different season here. You've got the 3 losses in a row: Texas A&M, Alabama, and Florida. Just an absolute routing by Alabama at home. Travel to Gainesville, one of the toughest places to play in all of the SEC. And you lose 27-16. And then you followed up with 2 wins at home. I don't know why my gut's telling me LSU. There's really no reason other than the fact I think LSU is a deeper football team. So even if they have opt-outs, transfers, whatever, that's not playing in the game, I just think that LSU is deeper from every point in the SEC going up against Baylor. So give me LSU.
I'll start with this. I really like these 2 teams being picked for this bowl matchup. We just got done going down to the Birmingham Bowl, where we had teams come from Atlanta to Birmingham and Nashville to Birmingham. Both were within like 3 hours of the stadium. This really isn't a huge home field advantage for Baylor. Baylor's just under a 3-hour drive to get from Waco to Houston. Baton Rouge is just under a 4 to get to Houston from Baton Rouge. So they're both within a day trip out to Houston. Maybe a little far to call it a day trip for the folks from Baton Rouge. It might be a 2-day type thing. But look, everything in me wants to tell me to pick Baylor in this game, because LSU this season has very much underwhelmed me. And frankly, the Brian Kelly experiment at LSU is going sideways fast. He still has 1 more year to kind of right that ship. But when you start every single season off by losing your season opener to teams who aren't as good as you 2 out of the 3 years, that's not a good look. But that being said, Brian Kelly's track record in regular bowl games is really, really good. I don't know what it is about his system and the way he coaches, but he gets the best out of his guys with that month to prepare, especially his younger guys. And because of that, I'm going to have a hard time picking against him. So give me LSU to win the game. But I'm going to be so mad at myself when I wake up on New Year's Day and reminded that Brian Kelly blew it, and that the seat is extra hot down in Baton Rouge in 2025. So give me LSU to get it done by a field goal that wins the game by a point. That's as much as I'm willing to say. So
That's a bold take in and of itself, Quinn. That Brian Kelly will be on the hot seat.
He will be.
You know, and before we chose this game, I hadn't heard Baylor's name all season. So, Freddie, you said sneaky. I'm talking about stealthy, ninja-like. Like, it is 8 wins from Baylor this season. I thought Dave Aranda was fired last year, honestly, guys, after a 3-win season last year, and he sneaks it out and gets to 8-4. Wow, I'm perplexed, honestly, guys. Don't ask for the definition of that one, but I am perplexed. It's been a great season for Baylor. They've rattled off a lot of great wins. However, look at their schedule just a tad. They lost to all of the top end Big 12 teams. You lost to Colorado, BYU, Iowa State. And then you got the real stinker in there. You were one of 3 wins for Utah this season. So, not great on that end for Baylor. And then LSU, you just had an extremely tough schedule that you couldn't get out of. Let's just get it right. You had, what was it, 6 straight wins, but then you had Ole Miss at Arkansas, at Texas A&M, Alabama at home, at Florida. That's a little bit of a gauntlet to go there. Probably one of the tougher SEC schedules that there were this season. You were going to trip up and lose some. You didn't think that many, but you were going to trip up and lose a couple. For me, Grant Nussmeier is back, so I'm expecting him to play in this game. I don't know about Lacey. I think he may be going into the draft, so he may not be there. But I'm going to go LSU in this one as well, because I kind of riding with Quinn too, because I kind of liked Baylor in this. You get to 8-4, you get here, you've won I think you've won the last 5 or 6 year games. You're on a heater thinking, hey, I can finish this off and add another win to an excellent season, go 9-4. I think they're going to get really close. This is going to be a really fun one to watch, kind of like what we just watched at the Birmingham Bowl. The very close team's going to be just a real good environment for both of them. So I think this is going to be a fun one. I'm going to go LSU as well, though, for this one. So, guys, for the Kinder's Texas Bowl, 3 Bowl takes us out. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying this. Make sure to stay tuned. We're doing all of Capital One Bowl Mania. Pick alongside us as they are going on.